Hey, it's Mr. Barr, and I am in my garage. And so we're gonna look at some tools right now. So I've got three different wrenches over here. I've got this guy right here. Do you know what kind of wrench this is? Do you know what kind of wrench this is? How about this? How about this one? So three different types of wrenches, and they all have different names. So that big red one right there, that big red one, that's a pipe wrench. This is a crescent wrench. And this one, this side's a box wrench, and that's an open end wrench. So three different types of wrenches right there. And then how about some pliers? How about these not pliers, how about some screwdrivers? What about those guys? Do you know the names of those? Well, this one's a Phillips, and then that one is a flathead or a blade. And it's really good that we have names for these different types of tools, because when we're talking about the tools, we know what we're talking about. Imagine medical instruments like in a surgery or something. The doctor says, give me the clamps, and the assistant doesn't know what to give him. So we need to know the language of things in order to be able to effectively communicate. So today's lesson, we're going to talk about the language of polynomials. You're going to learn the different terms for polynomials, monomials, binomials, a bunch of language. It's just a big vocabulary lesson today. All right? Hey, thanks for watching, and start taking the notes. All right, this is Mr. Barr, and these are the notes for polynomial vocabulary. So here we go. So polynomials can be used to model different situations, like in the stock market, to see how prices vary over time. Additionally, polynomials are used in physics to describe the trajectory of projectiles. Polynomial integrals can be used to express energy, inertia, etc. So you need to know the vocabulary surrounding polynomials so that you can talk about polynomials and work with them. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to talk about polynomials using the correct language. So we've got a couple of different prefixes here that we're going to need. So in our notes, I got a weird shadow going on. Don't know. Let's make that shadow. But there we go. So in your notes, I need your name. And our title is Polynomial Vocab. Polynomial Vocab. And we have some terms here that we're going to need to know. Mono is one. So monoculture, that's a gardening term, meaning we just grow one type of food. Monotheism, one god. Monoplane, has one wing. Bi means two. Biplane has two wings. Bicycle has two wheels. Tri is three. Tricycle has three wheels. A triplane has three wings. And then this word poly, which means many. A polygon has many sides. Polytheism, many gods. So how does this apply to math? So our monomial, this is a monomial. This is a monomial. The coefficient is 4. The variable is x, and the exponent is 2. And right here, the coefficient is 10, and the variables are x and y. when I take two monomials and I add them or subtract them, I get a binomial. So if I took any of these two guys and added them or subtracted them, I would get a binomial. So here are some binomials. So in your notes, a binomial has two terms. So 4x squared plus 3x, that's a binomial. Coefficient, variable, exponent, coefficient, variable. This is a binomial. Coefficient, variable, variable. This is, I guess, a constant term. It's a constant. It just stays by itself. So that is a binomial. Has two terms. And today you're just learning how to recognize these things. Three of them, you get a trinomial. Trinomial has three terms. Back into our notes. Three terms, so example would be 4x squared plus 3x plus 5. 1, 2, 3 terms. This is the coefficient, variable, exponent, coefficient, variable, constant term. All right, so we have monomial. Polynomial is anything more than one term. So polynomial, a binomial is a polynomial, a trinomial is a polynomial. Coefficient, variable, exponent. All right, so now we're going to talk about what's called the degree of a monomial and a degree of a polynomial. So a degree So degree is based on the exponents. So if I have 5x to the third, this is a third degree. Because the exponent is 3. So let's go through these together. I'm going to write on my screen. This is 5x to the third. That's a third degree. Let me get my writing tool here. So this is a third degree. This 4x to the first, well, this is a first degree. So what do you think the degree of this one is? Is it a second degree? Is it a sixth degree? Correct answer is it's an eighth degree. And how did I get that? Well, I added up the two exponents. How about this one? What degree is this? Well, let's write in the exponents that are there. I add them together, and that gives me a second degree polynomial. Excuse me, a second degree monomial. Okay. So there are the answers. So now here's a good question. I like this one, and hopefully you're watching this live with me. What degree is this polynomial? So what degree is this guy right here? And we're actually going to put this one into our notes, degree of a polynomial. But before we do that, what degree is this? Well, I'm going to draw on this. I'll just draw a little guy right here just in case. There's a 1 right there. What degree is this? This is a third degree. And it's all based off of that guy right there. So let's get something into our notes. So we have x to the third. Let me put this here. X to the 5x to the third, 3x plus 1. So this is called a polynomial degree. So the degree of this monomial is 3, the degree of this monomial is 1, and the degree of this monomial is 0. It's actually x to the 0 power. So the degree of the polynomial is based off of the highest monomial. So it's a third degree. And it's based on the highest monomial. So you find the highest monomial, and that is the degree of the polynomial. So this is a third degree monomial. So right, third degree monomial. What about this one right here? What is the degree of this one right here? Well, there's a little 1 right there, but this is the winner, so it makes it a fourth degree. What's the degree of this polynomial? Well, what's the degree of this guy right here? Well, this one is an 8. What's the degree of this one right here? Well, this guy's an 11, so the overall degree is 11. What's the degree of this one right here? 2. This one is a 3, so the overall degree is a third degree polynomial. Third, fourth, 11th, and third. A first degree is also called a linear. A second degree is also called a quadratic, and a third degree is also called a cubic. Let's get those into our notes. So first degree, second degree is called a quadratic. And a third degree is called a cubic. Get those in your notes. All right, hey, and those are the notes for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.